Hello dear children, welcome back to your chemistry class. So I hope that by now you have a clear understanding of what is an atom, a molecule, an element and a compound. So having understood that, today let us see what is a chemical formula and how to write the chemical formula of a compound. A chemical formula is nothing but the representation of a compound using the symbols of its elements. It denotes the number of atoms that are present in each of these elements. So let's see some examples. We have already learned that a chemical compound is a combination of two or more different elements that are combined chemically in a fixed ratio. The chemical formula of the compound sodium chloride is NaCl. That is, it is the combination of two different elements, that is sodium and chlorine. Here, one atom of sodium combines with one atom of chlorine in order to form the compound NaCl. Since the number of atoms that are present for each of these elements is 1, we do not write it as a subscript here. Let's see the case of water. The chemical formula of the compound water is H2O. Here, hydrogen and oxygen, which are two different elements that combine together in order to form the compound water. Here we see that two atoms of hydrogen combine with one atom of oxygen in order to form the compound water with the chemical formula H2O. Since the number of atoms that are present for the element hydrogen is equal to 2, we write it as a subscript here. Likewise, the chemical formula of the compound carbon dioxide is CO2. Here, two different elements, that is carbon and oxygen, are combined together in order to form the compound carbon dioxide with the chemical formula CO2. And here we see that one atom of carbon combined with two atoms of oxygen in order to form CO2. Since the number of atoms of oxygen is 2, we write it as a subscript next to oxygen. The chemical formula of the compound nitrogen dioxide is NO2. Two different elements, that is nitrogen and oxygen, combine together in order to form the compound nitrogen dioxide with the chemical formula NO2. And here we see that one atom of nitrogen combine with two atoms of oxygen in order to form the chemical compound NO2. And the number of atoms of oxygen, since it is equal to 2, we write it as a subscript next to oxygen. Likewise is the case of calcium oxide, where two different elements, that is calcium and oxygen, combine together in order to form the compound calcium oxide with the chemical formula CaO. One atom of calcium combines with one atom of oxygen in order to form the chemical compound calcium oxide. In the case of zinc chloride, the chemical formula of the compound is ZnCl2. Two different elements, zinc and chlorine, are combined together in order to form this chemical compound, that is zinc chloride. Here also we see that one atom of zinc combines with two atoms of chlorine in order to form ZnCl2. But in order to write all these chemical formulas of various compounds, we need to have an understanding of two important things. One is the symbol of the element, and next is the combining capacity of an element with hydrogen. Now let us see what is the combining capacity of an element with hydrogen. We have already learned what are the symbols of various elements, isn't it? Yes. So let us go into see the combining capacity of an element. The combining capacity of an element is the power of an element to combine with other atoms when it forms a chemical compound. Combining capacity of an element is otherwise called as its valency. Let's see an example here. Here, for the formation of a molecule of hydrogen chloride with the chemical formula HCl, one atom of chlorine combines with one atom of hydrogen. But here we see that in this case, for the formation of the molecule of water with the chemical formula H2O, one atom of oxygen combines with two atoms of hydrogen. Why is it so? This is because oxygen has 2 times the combining capacity of that of chlorine, which means oxygen can combine with 2 atoms of hydrogen, while chlorine can combine with only 1 atom of hydrogen. Therefore, we say that the combining capacity, or otherwise the valency of chlorine, is 1, while the valency of oxygen is 2. But in your class 6 level, you need not learn in detail about valencies because you are going to study about this in your higher classes. Now, you only need to know the valencies of few important elements. Now, do you remember this table wherein we saw the chemical formula of few of the compounds? Yes, in this, did you notice any difference here in the chemical formula of the compound sodium chloride and zinc chloride? Yes, we see that the chemical formula of the compound sodium chloride is NaCl, while the chemical formula of the compound zinc chloride is ZnCl2 and not ZnCl. Why is it so? Now, in order to understand this difference, we need to know the combining capacity or the valency of few elements and the valency of few radicals. Now, we are going to see what are radicals in the next video.